Should be live. Let's make sure that's actually the case over on Rumble, of course. Unpause and repause. Otherwise, I see several versions of myself. Not a fan. You know, I do own a mirror, so it's a big problem. We do have a few things that we have to cover today. In fact, I didn't actually put them in the docket at all, which is a big problem. So we're going to pull them up real quick. It's only taking me a second. Now, Elizabeth Warren getting into it with the U.S. Marines. That's a real great idea, by the way. Also, we've got the concept of AI hypocrisy and some TDS to cover. Other than that, we don't really have any other major news to cover. I know that Trump has been injuncted a number of times, but this is now par for the course. Basically, Trump does something, a federal court randomly decides that it's not legal, and then he basically overrides them. This has happened a number of times over the last couple of weeks. I have a feeling that this might be a pattern. I have a feeling that this might be happening again. Silver Kestrel, no videos today? I will make my videos, but I'm going to do them after the live stream, actually. I'm testing out a different pattern, so to speak. Trump brings back incandescent light bulbs and water pressure. Good. There's no reason why people should have to make do with less. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It really doesn't. Now let me take my vitamins. I've got me multivitamins. Just a generic brand. Don't worry. I'll also take the mushroom pills. That'll loosen me up a little bit. Maddox, yes, that is from Hell of a Boss. Absolutely. Actually, where are my mushroom pills? I'm not 100% sure. Just a second here. I'm a little bit scatterbrained today. I was a little bit sleep deprived the other night due to ignorance. And so, yeah. I'm going to try to find my mushroom pills. Give me like 1 minute or something. Yeah. Arr, matey. Arr. Oh, that's not my mushroom pills either. I'm trying me bloody best. That's not my mushroom pills. I found MRE strawberry jam, though. Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be a very mature stream, by the way. MRE strawberry jam. Actually really good, by the way. I don't know exactly why it was over there. Oh, there they are. Okay. Yeah. From Cultivated Mind. One of my sponsors. There's a reason that I take them every single day. I've got, I think, 5 packs of them, actually. It's actually more than I can take in the same period. Not that I'm complaining, though. You know, it's good shit. Don't worry, it's not psychedelic mushrooms. It's the medicinal kind. Bye-bye. So, yeah. Yeah, if I go down, I'll go down fighting. Absolutely. Arr, matey. There's a reason I got me artillery sword. Is that lion's mane? Yeah. This one doesn't have lion's mane. It's shaga, turkey tail, reishi, maitake, and shiitake. Actually, this one. One of them does have lion's mane, though. I think it's the Brain 2 one. King of Biltong. When are you doing the South African MRE? When I can find it, my friend. I'm really, really sorry, but I stashed my MREs, but now I can't exactly find where they are. Whoops. No, don't worry. I'll definitely get to it. Also, I should probably clean off my table. I'm going to need a little bit more room if I'm going to do that. Sir Thomas Drake, good morning, clankers. Good morning to you as well. Arr, I tip my hat to you, matey. Everyone's talking about MREs and stuff like that. Mr. Baker, you know, you can solve this whole latent gay thing by talking the time that you're going to start the live stream and adding 10 extra minutes to it, right? Yeah, I guess, you know. My apologies. I'm not trying to be late. Stephen Nizik, sorry if this is a touchy subject, but what happened to the feline co-hosts if it's for cats age faster reasons or they damage the tech? Well, the cats here in Vermont don't generally come into the office. Quincy will, but he'll only do that to do like pokey nose thing. And I can always tell. He'll stare at me and he'll like poke his nose up, and I know exactly what that means. It means he wants his squiddy snacks. The Emperor's champion. Trump ought to go full Andrew Jackson on the deep state. Might as well ignore that judge and expose all the corruption. Agreed. Nate Edwards, here's a couple bucks just because we're cool. Oh, you're cool. Thank you. Yeah, I don't have my sunglasses at the moment. It's a big problem. AP Special Education said the N-word over and over again. On Rumble, you can do that. I can't really repeat that on a YouTube live stream. But yeah, we'll get to some news. We've got a TDS article here. These links are in the description, by the way. Archived, of course. Well, one of them is just a tweet from me, but the new authoritarianism. With the leader of a failed coup back in the White House and pursuing an unprecedented assault on the constitutional order, many Americans are starting to wrap their mind around what authoritarianism could look like in America. If they have a hard time imagining something like single-party or military regimes of the Soviet Union or Nazi Germany, or more modern regimes like those in China or Russia, that is with good reason. A full-scale dictatorship in which elections are meaningless and regime opponents are locked up, exiled, or killed remains highly unlikely in America. And then it goes on to describe the concept that Donald Trump is a severe authoritarian, but on the order of like Assad or something like that. You don't have one-party rule, you have uniparty rule. This is very odd to me because those of us who have been talking about the uniparty for a decade or more have been called extremists and conspiracy theorists. The fact is that Donald Trump opposes this particular system. He is a soft reset. He is a mild reformist. Those of you out there who are really, really gung-ho Trump fans actually tend to be wrong in some cases because you believe that he's going to become a god emperor or something like that. He's not a god emperor. He's a soft reformer. He's basically 1982 Ronald Reagan. That's 1982 Ronald Reagan. That's basically what Donald Trump is. It's a soft reset to a period of time in which the United States was still functioning, a pre-Clinton era mostly. That's all. There's nothing extreme about it. There's no extremism there. Liberals see it as extreme because they have attempted through the left to re-engineer the entirety of society. People on the far right see Donald Trump as their savior, and they're wrong because that's not what he's trying to be. He's trying to bring us back to a period of time in which we simply practiced basic pragmatism. That's the only thing that Donald Trump is trying to do, at least on economics and in diplomatic issues, things like that. So, in other words, maybe we don't go to war with that country. Maybe it's not necessary. Maybe this new tax is not necessary either. I mean, maybe we don't need this new regulation. That's all that Donald Trump is standing for. It is not extreme. It is not authoritarian. I mean, it's authoritarian by the standards employed by somebody like me, who's a classical liberal. There's a tricorn hat on my head for a reason. Beyond that, though, it's not really, by comparison, it's really more mildly libertarian. That's basically all. Just a sec here. I do see that there are some trolls over there. Generally, I ignore them. It's not a big problem. Hot to fuck. What do you suggest for mixing soil, fertilizers, compost together? I looked at cement mixers, but they are $400 plus. Garbage can? Normally, I would make a slurry, like you would add water to whatever you're doing, and you just mix it by hand. Just with you can literally use a wooden stick if you're doing backfill or something like that. Copium Poppies. We are launching our website soon, and it will be revealing something when it launches. Until then, if you go to the URL, you can sign up for the official Copium Poppies mailing list, copiumpoppies.com. One tall order. Sticks, you mentioned an interest in Victorian-era militaria the other week. Check out British muzzleloaders on YouTube, basically Townsend's, but for Victorian militaria. That sounds pretty cool, actually. Darth Corn Pop, have you heard about the gold 1860 $20 coin that absorbed a bullet and saved the life of Lieutenant George Dixon at the Battle of Shiloh? Dixon later went on to command the submarine H.L. Hunley. Crazy story. No, I haven't heard of that, no. Privateer of the East. Check Google Maps and zoom in and zoom out a lot on the Gulf. It reverts back to the Gulf of Mexico. Try it out, Clankers. I didn't believe it at first. Lol. I haven't checked it out, but it probably checks out. Stephen Nizick. Sticks, if Donald Trump isn't God Emperor, then explain why Barron looks to be attaining Primarch height. All he needs is 19 more Barons. Yeah, no, he looks a little bit like Julius Caesar is depicted, actually. I have a feeling that Baron Trump has a very, very bright career ahead of him. Let's put it that way. Crusader Capitalist. Hey, Sticks, could I please have a shout out for the Remembrance Project? They're a 501c3 that memorializes those who have been killed by illegal aliens. Their work is critical for the next 4 years. Shout out. There you go. Wolf. Hey, Sticks, I've been poking my nose into Reddit since the election. Oh, God. So in other words, you've been putting your nose in an asshole. They've had a total break with reality and need help. There's no help for them, I'm sad to say. Michael, Peter Zeihan is a Fed. Yeah, Barron is based. Apparently, he helped with the technical campaign side of things during the election, and he's only 18, so he has a bright future ahead. Seems like a cool dude. There was a backstory that I can't reveal publicly involving him and Melania, actually, and certain actions that were taken by the Trump administration. I don't know, though, that it's public info, so I'm not going to talk about that. But when I was on the Timcast, because I spent an extra day there, I got to hook up with another creator there. Not hook up in that way, but, talk to them. And we were talking, and he said he had inside knowledge of this. And I believe him. So there seems to be some goofiness going on. Usually is. Barron 2044. We don't know if Barron's going to enter politics. But that being said, he will certainly enter business. I mean, he's a Trump, so it'd be difficult for him not to. Kate Greenham, have you read about Canada's Soviet-style supply management system with our dairy and poultry, etc.? I have to smuggle butter across the border. No, I didn't. I don't know anything about it, actually. It doesn't surprise me, though, with Justin Trudeau in charge. Next news story. Elizabeth Warren. I'm going to read her post verbatim. And she shouldn't have made it. It's a mistake. can't do her voice, but I'm just going to be like glib. It's a mistake for the Marine Corps to fly Ospreys, an aircraft that killed 64 members of our military, over the Super Bowl. We should be celebrating the Marine Corps for 250 years of powerfully important service, not adding to the grief of families who lost their loved ones. Well, that means they can't carry rifles. They can't wear their uniforms, because what are the Marines for? Fucking kill people. That's the only purpose that they serve. The Marines are the best people in the world for killing. If there was a zombie apocalypse, let's say that I could convene a platoon of any fighting force in the world, and they would be, holding down the fort, and the zombies come. It would be the U.S. Marines, because they're fucking crazy. Have you seen their training? Oh my God, people got killed in an Osprey. They're highly survivable. Meanwhile, we're trying to retire the A-10 by 2028. I made a tweet earlier. I'm like, Donald, please, if there's one thing that you do in the military capacity, look into the A-10, retrofit it mildly, preferably, because it's pretty much perfect to begin with, and keep them in service. In fact, we should probably have more than 238 or so of them. Should probably have more like 1,000 of them. When the A-10 comes, everyone cheers. There's a reason for this. So that would be, keep the Warthog. Exactly, Teabags. I'm Team Warthog. Ugliest fucking aircraft in the goddamn world. Most goddamn effective close combat aircraft in the world. Yep, exactly. Although I think it's not really brrrt. It's more like bzzz. It sounds like the humming of a bee or something like that. Because it's firing so fast, it can only fire for a short period of time because the gun would overheat. The A-10 is virtually perfect. There was one case, I can't remember the name of the pilot, and it was a female pilot too. So, liberals should cheer for this. And the plane looked like goddamn Swiss cheese after taking flak over and over again. Flew in perfectly. Perfectly fine. It doesn't give a shit. The A-10 Warthog literally gives no shits. Oh, I got hit with a nuke? Well, I'm still flying. That's basically the way it works. Let's see. Sigilstone. The Osprey has one of the best safety records in the military, but America's enemies don't have anything that can compete with, so they can't copy it, so they use our traitors to try to get it axed. Yeah, the Osprey is pretty cool. It's literally a vertibird. I like our Osprey and I like our A-10. If I were the president of the United States, I would double both of their numbers. Actually, I'd probably more than double them. And they'd be cheaper, too. A lot of other aircraft, it's like they're talking about switching to mainly the F-16 and stuff. It's like it can't do the things that the A-10 can do. It's effective. It's definitely a great platform. But it doesn't have, number one, it doesn't have the same startling reputation as the A-10 Warthog. Number two, it doesn't have the same level of survivability. And number three, it doesn't have the close combat capabilities of the A-10. We need to have more A-10s, in my opinion, not less of them. And you know what happens to those aircraft when they scrap them, when they retire them? They just dump them out in the desert. They just sit there and rust. And it's really, really sad. I am the Sky Warden, and you are under arrest. Copium Poppies, we need Star Destroyers. Change my mind. I'm not going to try to change your mind on that. Wasted Bonehead, good morning from the grave. Sticks, could I get a shout out for my new Twitter account, Wasted Bone Bag? There you go. You've already got one. Kate Greenham, whole communities like mine will be devastated if America enters our markets the system has been around since the 60s. No way Trump doesn't know. Yeah, Trump is trying to reform the economy. He's facing immense amounts of pressure in the other direction. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping for team populism. John Kidwell. Oh, excuse me. Did you get the Yeezy shirt? No, I did not get the swastika shirt. I am a libertarian. So I don't have a problem with swastikas. I think you should be allowed to wear them. Doesn't offend me. But I'm not exactly flashing that kind of wear. Clayton Redden. Hello from Utrecht. First time here in the Netherlands. I'm seeing Lisa Gerard from Dead Can Dance perform tonight. I turn 26 tomorrow. Well, happy birthday early then, my man. Utrecht. Yeah, I was through there once, I think. I can't recall. I was living in Enschede. Chat litter. The Warthog is an incomparable platform. Yeah, for the purposes that it's typically utilized for, the A10 is universally regarded as excellent. It's just like the F-14, the F-16, the stealth bomber, certain other builds, certain varieties of MiGs. It's not just U.S. aircraft that are exceptional. In some cases, you've just built something that happens at the time to be really, really fucking great. There's a reason why the A-10 is still used to this day. There's a reason. Nebek 27, the A-10 does burst due to firing the cannon, makes the plane slow down. It's so strong, not due to overheating. Yeah, but if you were to fire it nonstop, eventually it would be melting down, probably, I would think. Mike the Wop. Quick, motherfuckers! I don't understand all this nonsense about straws. Metal, paper, and plastic. If you can't figure out how to drink without a straw, I suggest Velcro shoes and a helmet with a chin strap. Having a metal straw on you is a good idea, though. Lord of the Ree. I wrote a song about a homesick pirate who misses his lady and a song about Marvin Heemeyer. Album coming out later this year. Check out Long Walk's music on the platforms. Long Walk's music. It's adequate. Wasted. Damn shame he stopped posting. Best shit poster of the decade. Oh, I thought you said like you doing pirate talk. Yeah, it's sad that Kanye apparently rage quit, actually. Yeah, the A10 is legendary. Okay. Yeah, so Elizabeth Warren is completely wrong. Flying ospreys over, I mean, it's kind of symbolic of what's happening at the border because there's a number of U.S. Marines actually there in the San Diego region, and they've got ospreys to transit around and so forth. They're very, very impressive. The A-10, though, is the most impressive. The Osprey looks cool, and the idea of vertical takeoff, VTOL, that's perfectly fine. The A-10 is definitely, if I had to choose one aircraft, and I would know how to pilot it, hopefully, and I could use that, it would be the A-10, absolutely. Last Beacon says poke, 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 poke. Copium poppies. We've declared war on Estonia. Fuck Estonia. Estonia sucks. I don't have a problem with Estonia. Ben Darling, is there intelligent extraterrestrial life? Yes, absolutely. It's just really far away, and if it knows that we're even here, it has nothing to do with us. It's not coming to Earth. It wouldn't if it was intelligent, because they would die. Apache. Elon banned Kanye. He didn't quit X. Wonder who told Elon to silence him. We talked about that the other day. It appears, based on the screen that you see when you try to go to his account, that he deleted his account. It does not appear that he was actually suspended, but we're not 100% sure. I mean, yeah, we're just not sure. Peterbilt Pepe and the Fed. Agreed. Spike 11117. The A-10 is the wing hussar of America. Exactly. Nebek, the Gatling barrel designs don't heat quickly. Yeah, but eventually at that firing rate, something's going to melt down. Pilgrim Media. Hail, Captain Sticks. Shiver me timbers. Arr. Sigil. Contrary to what you might think, V-22s cannot take off and land like a plane, only like a helicopter. The blades and the props are longer than the aircraft is tall. Yeah, but they're still pretty cool looking. I mean, goddamn admit it, I would like an Osprey. I'd like an A-10 more, though. Can you imagine the damage? I mean, it can level a goddamn building at close range. Come in low and slow and just blast the shit out of it. I've seen so much footage of troops. They've called in air support, right? They're like bogged down. And a single A-10 comes and they're like, yeah, there's a reason for that. The idea of retiring this particular aircraft is insane, in my opinion. Oh, Kanye's website is now shut down as well from Anunnaki. This is apparently breaking news. Let me see. I mean, he may have. Yeah. This store is unavailable. Yes, they have silenced Kanye for the 10,000th time. It's not like it hasn't happened before. And he's got fuck you money, so he'll just do a workaround somehow. The Gunslinger. Greetings from Puerto Rico, Corsair Sticks. Arr, time to raid the Spanish Crown's coffers. Arg. That's what I'm talking about. Pilgrim Media. What's your background check with a Gatling gun? Shit. Don't think you can really buy a Gatling gun for the most part. Unless you're active military or something. One tall order. Kanye West, the only person in history to use the share to social media button on Pornhub in human history. Yeah, he was posting pictures of his wife effectively naked, which are available online, and she is attractive, so enjoy. She does have a nice butt. But, yeah, she looked a little bit uncomfortable, and that made me a little bit uncomfortable. As far as the Jews, the Nazi shirt, stuff like that, the industry is corrupt, rappers fucking suck these days. I agree with all that. I don't have a problem with it. The only thing that I had a problem with is it looked like his wife was kind of uncomfortable with the situation. Call me a simp. Go ahead. Happens all the time. Silver Rebellion. Assent to monetize U.S. assets over the next 12 months. Stack silver. Yeah, I already have. Wasted Bonehead. Bone, 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 bone. Goodness. Sigil, you can buy Gatling guns, though I think you mean miniguns. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. You can't just buy anything made after 1986, year of the machine gun ban. Yeah, old school style Gatling guns are perfectly legal. In fact, I don't even know that you need a goddamn ID to get them. You pull the crank around and it continues to fire. And you can do some damage with those too. Personally, I think you should be able to mail order a Tommy gun, so. Oh, let's get to our sponsors really quick before we continue. This is a little bit of a rant stream, by the way. We've got cultivated-mind.com, where you can get mushroom pills. I take one every day. In fact, I took one earlier in the live stream. Helps to boost your immune system and boost your energy as well. There's a reason that I use those every day. There's a reason that I have so much work output. I wonder why. pumpkinfirecrafts.us, where you can get bookmarks, keychains, belt chains, engraved spoons, glassware, and much, much more. Pumpkinfirecrafts.us. BiltongUSA.com. Anton was weighing in earlier. In fact, he's still in chat over on Rumble. Use code STICKS for 10% off. You can get biltong there. You can get all sorts of cool stuff. Apparently, he's sending me some biltong seasoning. He also has this available. It's called Bovrite. And it's like Vegemite, but like 10 times better. Looks like tar. I'm very salty. You don't need much of it. I think I got a little bit too much on that one. Still delicious, though. It's way better than Vegemite. wickedneedleembroidery.bigcartel.com, where you can get Sticks, X, and Hammer hats. We don't have tricorns available right now. Maybe in the future. We can get baseball caps. Various sizes and colors are available. HeritageHeirloomSeedCompany.com, where you can get a seed survival bucket. You can go some of these bad boys, and you can eat them, or you can prop up a picture with them. Yeah, you do whatever you want. And also, there's Sticks, X, and Hammer soap available there as well. Webster'sWares.com/sticks-wares. We've got blades. We've got beanies, an homage to Tim Pool. We decided that was a funny idea. Also, we've got metal straws available. That way you don't have to use those reusable ones and kill a sea turtle. If you want to kill a sea turtle, you should be eating them. You'll have to go to New Orleans for that, mostly. And finally, jamandbean.com. That is JAMNbean.com. Where you can get Clank coffee. That's delicious. Just got another shipment. I got some tea, too. Some of the Hunan Jig and some of the Healer tea, actually. And it's all delicious. It depends on whether you want it caffeinated or uncaffeinated. That's sort of the goal. So those are our sponsors at the moment. My apologies. I don't know what kind of virus that I contracted recently. It moved right to my lungs. Then it moved to my nose. It's still drippy sometimes. It almost moved to my ears. Then it moved back to my lungs. I have no fucking clue. Copium poppies. Smoke the Bovrite. That's not a good idea. Wasted. I'm going to war with Rumble for not letting me spam more bones. I'm not allowed to spam the bone emoji. Rumble needs to fix this. Copium poppies. Estonia tried getting us censored. Someone reported us for trashing Ukraine, and it cited Estonian law. They blocked the post in Estonia. We appealed and won, and now we've declared war on Estonia. Goodness. Pumpkin Fire Crafts. Don't forget, we have hats now available in many colors and styles. I'm working on hats with leather patches and finishing up new bookmarks today. Yeah, their bookmarks are lit, by the way. I've got several of them. Considering the number of books that I've got, that's very, very helpful. Thank you, Pumpkin Fire. Bretling, that's not a virus. That's what happens when you eat disease from a jar. No, I got some sort of head cold. And at first it was like just a head cold. But it moved into my respiratory system. And it keeps moving around from, suborgan to suborgan, so to speak. And I don't know what the fuck is going on. Probably the authorities would tell me that it's COVID. But I believe that it's some sort of disease X. Honestly, I believe that it's something else. I do not believe that it's typical rhinovirus or something. It feels more like, imagine a dumbed down long-term version of enterovirus without the twitching. If you could engineer that. That's what it feels like. Sometimes we can try to reverse engineer things based on symptomology. Pilgrim Media. I have an open invitation to Serbia. Should I go? Yeah, hell yeah, you should go to Serbia. Can I go too? Ego Mayhem. Lol, they fired FEMA's CFO for funding luxury hotels for illegals. I saw that. That was hysterical. I would love to go to Serbia. Sigil. Any violent urges, Sticks? Turning big and green or big and blue? Any paranoia about being seen, becoming stupid? Do you have an urge to serve the master? I'm tracking that FEV I put in your water. Oh god, he's giving me forced evolutionary virus. Oh, shit. I'm gonna turn into a super mutant. Yeah, Serbia strong. Exactly. I like Serbians. I think they're pretty cool myself. Looks like a beautiful country, too. All right, let's get to the last news story here, because we're just ranting at this point. Deepseek pushes CCP censorship and propaganda on a global scale. An Epoch Times investigation into China's Deepseek AI found that the chatbot is hard-coded with CCP censorship and propaganda. Let me weigh in on this. That is absolutely the case. Of course China is doing that. They're going to call it guardrails, which is interesting because Western countries are doing exactly the same thing. Now, I want to make it clear. I hate communism. I detest it. I think that China is an evil country, generally speaking. I mean, at the governmental level, at least. I don't have any problem with its people. That being said, it is utter hypocrisy for Western governments doing the exact same thing, using the exact same terminology and rationale to involve themselves in the same behavior. I think it's complete and total utter hypocrisy. It's not that I'm pro-China. Trust me, I'm not. I'm pro-United States. This is my country. Pro-United States and pro-Netherlands, basically. I guess I'll throw the UK in there and maybe Canada, the Commonwealth states. That being said, it's utter hypocrisy to whine about China doing exactly the same thing that the United States has been doing for some time already. Only here it's guardrails, there it's propaganda. No, it's all propaganda. The fact that a chatbot in the United States will not deliver a certain image or a certain video or concoct a certain argument is exactly the same. It's just about cultural convention. There's no difference. It makes no difference. The fact that I'm anti-com, and I am, doesn't mean that I don't understand that corporatists in the Western world being pressured by the US government or some other Western government aren't doing the same thing. They are. It's exactly the same. There's no difference between the two. Very, very interesting. We shouldn't be doing that, by the way. We shouldn't have guardrails on AI. Will it be misused? Yeah, probably will. Is it being misused? Probably. I don't know. Is there anything you can really do about it? Not really. Wasted. FEV? I think he's more of a ghoul than a super mutant. Pumpkin Fire. I forgot to mention, shipping is included in the price of the hats. All orders over $100, 10% off using code STICKS. Sigil. Apparently, Elon is leading an investment effort to take over OpenAI and ChatGPT. Imagine doing for AI what was done for Twitter before Elon shit the bed over H1B. Yeah, I mean, he probably should be using other AI. Grok was better in its last incarnation than it is now, by the way. Grok in its last incarnation, for example, if I put in like Styx, Hex, and Hammer wearing aviator glasses and wielding magic in a swamp or something like that, it would generate, a semi-realistic image. More cartoonish, but it would generate it. Now, for some reason, it believes that I'm like 60 years old and like all fucked up and just, here, let me do it. Let me generate a Grok image. Let me go to Grok. Let's try this. Sticks, hex and hammer, 666, wearing sunglasses in a swamp, using red magic. We'll try to generate that. We'll see what it does. Whose real name is Charles Warwick is known for his YouTube videos. Okay, I wanted an image, not a screed. Red magic isn't a specific term he's known to use, but in occultism, colors often have symbolic meanings. Yeah, it's... Okay, it's getting a little bit better. That one's all right. Well, okay. Yeah, I'll keep that on. I'll post this on Twitter. Just give me a second. That one's okay, I guess. Oh, I don't want to save it as a web page. These days, you have to use like a snipping tool or something like that. Otherwise, you're never going to get it. Just a sec. Let me save this. Yeah, I'm all sniffy. I'm all fucked up. I'm going to post this on Twitter. So if you're following my Twitter, you'll get to see this live. Okay. That's better than what it was spitting out before. Yeah, for some time, there was some like gray-haired old actor, and it thought that I was him. And I'm like, that's not what I look like at all. It's nothing to do with me. King of Biltong. Get back to eating health by adding some tasty high-protein biltong to your diet. Packed with B12, iron, zinc, creatine, and much more. Get some at biltongusa.com. Use code STICKS for 10% off. A good idea, by the way. You can also get some of this Bovrite. I'm going to eat more of it. I'm going to smear it all over myself. The Stick Sex and Hammer stream, you know? All right, everyone. I'm smearing myself with a gallon of Bovrite and then licking it off of my body. I'm dying of a salt overdose, but Sigil Stone. Apparently, Elon is leading an investment. Oh, I already read that one. Derp. Yeah, I posted that on Twitter. That one came out fairly good. That one's all right. Needs to be retooled a little bit further, but it looks like they've algorithmically improved it. As far as Deepseek, it's just nothing but hypocrisy. The Western world is already doing the guardrails with regards to that sort of thing. And so if China's doing the same thing, why the hell do I care? I'm not going to use their AI. Nor would any regular person. Pilgrim Media, have you tried to use AI Grok wild mutant photos? I haven't checked that. I'll have to do that later. I do like playing with Grok sometimes. That's more of the playful AI though, than anything else. Miss Thonic, Grok can see your profile pic. Damn. Well, I don't want to upload a photo of myself to the profile pic. I want to have my logo. John Hoyle, your February 9th vids were very impressive. Your take on Trump's religious views were exceptionally balanced and fair. Appreciate this. Thank you. Yeah, Trump is... how old is Stick, says BSKA. I am 37 years of age. Yep. I'm growing weed, but I hate weed. Kratom saved my life. Yeah, I'm 37. Believe it or not, some of you will think I look younger. Some of you will think I look older. It's just the way that it works. And I don't give a fuck. But I act like I'm 10 years old, basically. Sticks, how do you get blackheads out of your nose? Yeah, you just squeeze them, you know? BW, Sticks, how do you think this thing in Israel is going to end? The two-state solution is never going to work. The Tards cry about they shouldn't leave. They're only going to die if they stay. Is Trump handling this well? He'll be able to handle it. I have no doubt of that. Diplomacy is his particular forte. I don't know how it ends, but in the end, I believe it will be actually handled, which is more than we can say for the prior administration. Prior administration's like, come on, man, I'm going to airdrop 100 clones of Corn Pop over there, man. Real Sebastian Monroe got brain 2 and radiant energy from cultivated minds using code Sticks. Let's test your anecdote by monitoring my mood and energy for the next couple of months. Here's hoping for an improvement in life. In my anecdotal experience, it works pretty well. Oh, I've also got this other supplement. Yeah, this is the one from Black Forest. There's what's in there? NMN. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but it does also seem to boost energy. It must be some research chemical, like a nootropic or something like that. Seems to work really well. Yeah, I'm basically using myself as a pharmaceutical laboratory at this point. I wish I had a real laboratory. If I had my way, I'd have all of my old science equipment from when I was a kid. I'd have microscopes, video scopes, slides, cloud charts, all sorts of crazy stuff from when I was a kid here, actually. But unfortunately, there's a mark on my glasses. Unfortunately, when we had to move, we only had basically 2 days to do it. So I wasn't able to take everything. In fact, I remember going back to the apartment after it was, I think, condemned, basically. And the old dinosaur that I had as a little kid, it was still standing there in the living room where I had left it. Very, very sad. Pilgrim Media, do 6 grams of golden teacher and do your stream. Yeah. Is that one of the psychedelic mushrooms or one of the non-psychedelic ones? Because I don't do psychedelics anymore. But I will swear by Immune Renew, Radiant Energy, all the other stuff from Cultivated Mind. It does, in my opinion, in my own experience, disclaimer, medical disclaimer standard, it does work. We've run out of news topics already. We can rant forever, though. It doesn't matter. So yeah, that picture actually, I'm wondering. Let me try Grok again. Let's see. Now I want to. Yes. Yes, I want you to generate an image. Why are you? They've made Grok. It's definitely more advanced as far as the graphics go, but There I look like Ozzy Osbourne. What the fuck? And there I'm an old fat dude. I look a little bit like oh my god, I'm gonna post this one. If you want to see something fucking hilarious, I'm gonna post this one. Just a sec. Screen snippet. You can't save it directly. Oh my god. I look a little bit like Guy Fieri or ooh, Jesus Christ. I'm posting another image here on Twitter on Sticks666 official for those of you that don't know. This makes me look a little bit like an aged Guy Fieri about to like try to use magic to hunt alligators to make food or something. This is the problem. Some of them come out good. That one's all right, I guess. That one makes me look like Kid Rock. That one makes me look like Ozzy. And this one makes me look like a zombie or something like that. I don't know. Miss Thonic, Grok will know what you look like if you update your profile pic to that of your actual face. Oh, but I don't want to do that. All you gotta do is learn your prompts. Sticks does love going to Flavor Town. I would absolutely eat Guy Fieri's food. Some people think that it's crazy. I think that it looks good. Yeah. Okay, that one of them came out all right. It makes me look like I'm 50, but, you know, it's all right. That one makes me look like I'm diseased. That one makes me look like I'm insane. I mean, I am, but, you know, in a different way. And in that one, I'm fat and elderly. Yeah, Grok is, yeah, not necessarily 100% all the time. The fire one came out well. That other one, yeah, I guess that's me when I'm 60 after overeating considerably. What's his name? Here, just a sec. I'm just bitching around at this point. Oh, come on. Google, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I guess I'm the occult, piratical version of Kenny Rogers, according to Grok. And you could do worse. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Chris from Michigan. Try to have Grok do a pic of lady sticks. We want sticks with big jugs. You know what? Fuck it. I'll try it. Oh, God. This is probably going to be an abomination. Okay, well, you've got to actually generate an image. Let's see if it'll actually even generate it, since I used the term breasts in there. Oh, God. Yeah, I look pretty good as a female. Apparently. Okay, I'm going to post this as well on Twitter. Jesus. What have I become? My oldest friend. Oh, no, I didn't want a new one. I wanted to save it. Oh, God. Well, I guess this is me as a girl. Well, I mean, enjoy. At least I'm not unattractive. Unlike when I'm, Kenny Rogers in a swamp. Oh, ow, that hurt. Oh. Yeah. This getting older thing is no good. You don't get wiser, you just fall apart. My favorite line from Elfin Ship, by the way. God of the Internet, what do you think of Anonymous declaring war on Trump? Lol. There is no Anonymous anymore. That was from long ago. Fairy Wings would smash. That's hot. Yeah, I'm going to have to do the Goodbye Horses song, I guess, or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I look cool. I'm doing spells and shit, Nothing wrong with that. No, that's mostly empty. How sad. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. By the way, Silence of the Lambs, if you've never seen that movie, you are missing out on life. I'm very sad to say. Goodbye, Pumpkin Fire. Have a good day. The irony is that face is very, very familiar. Yeah, so I've got Cool Fire Demonic Me. Then I've got Kenny Rogers, I'm about to force you to, eat at my restaurant me. And then I've got like witchy female version of me. Yeah. Again, I've told you all that I'm a very mature individual. By the way, those of you who haven't been on the channel for very long, like you joined in the last few years, post 2016, which is most of you, you don't realize this, but most of my content throughout the years has been very, very silly. Sometimes satirical, dark humor, stuff like that. The dry political content that I do, I try to inform people, and it is important to me, and it's important to other people as well. But much of the content that I used to make for a very long time on my old channels or on even the current channel really had little to do with politics and things like that. So if you think that I've gone insane or something like that, it's more like I'm reverting to my old self more than anything else. I'm still going to do the dry political commentary, the current events, the news, stuff like that, try to give my analysis. I am intelligent when it comes to these topics, but expect me to occasionally mouth off and say something silly or something like that. Yeah. Look at my username. You think I take the world seriously? Spectergeist Sticks is hot? Well, yes, just look at this. I've got bruises all over myself. There's a reason for that, by the way. Yes, the unbuttoned shirt. It will always be there. I'm going to New Orleans in, I don't know, about, I think, 10 days or something like that. No, I'm not into BSDM. BDSM, actually, I think you mean. Simicannon, thanks for the live stream, brother. Yeah, brother. Remon C GTC, what happens after death in your opinion? Uncontrollable reincarnation for eternity. Rick D, Sticks, do you know your IQ? Tested at 134 some time ago. Chuck 1, Nola again? Yes, I've got another hearing that I have to go to, sadly. So I'll be back in New Orleans in a little while. This is how the system works. They drain you. They're trying to force you to pay tens of thousands of dollars to defend yourself. That's the way that it works. Most people don't have the capability to do so and would already have cut a deal. I assure you that I don't intend to do so. The courts will drain you like a parasite if they can. Spike, it's cool. You've been in it since 2014. Fun times. Drift speed tested during psych evaluation. No, I don't know if this is a state by state thing, but in Vermont, IQ testing is pretty much universal. It happened when I was in 4th grade, and then they do it again around, I think, 8th grade, if I remember correctly. Jay Ricketts, I figure Sticks to be the exhibitionist type. You are correct, sir. There was a time, many, many years ago, none of you have seen this probably. I was on Omegle, and Omegle was fucking funny. And I got high. And I said, well, why don't I simply switch from person to person and spin my cock around while playing You Spin Me Round Like a Record, that particular song. And so thousands of people got to see that. Thankfully, nobody apparently recorded it. Yes, I found it funny, but not for sexual purposes. I just thought it was hysterical. Yep, I did that. I'm not shy at all when it comes to my body. I figure, I look all right, I don't look ugly at the very least, Yeah, I was spinning it around in a circle, and it was like, you spin me like, and I got the idea from Meat Spin. I mean, it was a shock site. The idea was to shock people. And so I was doing that. And some people thought it was funny. They were laughing. Most people, though, they just immediately, went to the next person. Oscar Goldman, you're weird, Sticks. Exactly. That's the exact purpose. I mean, look at me. Do I look normal? I really look like a normal person. Uh, Lesko Gadsden, we're all born naked. Exactly. I mean, why are people ashamed of their bodies? If other people get like shocked by it, that's your humor. It's hysterical. Copium poppies. I think you missed our last super chat. The site glitched, so not sure. Let me check. I don't think I saw it. Oh, if you get your privateer army to aid in our war effort, we will commit to banning candy corn in Estonia once we conquer them. Saxon Violets, I agree with you 100%. Taking stuff seriously is boring. God damn. Lash out. Do crazy shit. I can't tell you to do anything illegal, but it would probably be fun. Some of the things you could do. If you shit on the wall in an alleyway or burn a cop car or something like that, it's probably pretty humorous, but I can't tell you that you should do such things. Chat roulette. Actually, it may have been chat roulette that I was using. I can't remember. This is a long, long time ago. This is like 2007. So. Harrison Bergeron. Good song. Yes, to deconstruction, I realized that it wasn't that shocking, but people were still shocked by it. And I was just trolling, basically. It wasn't a sexual thing or anything like that. I'm not into exhibitionism. That's not a fetish of mine. It's just that I did that because I was trying to bother other people. I was trying to troll. I had more success at destroying ICQ than anything else. Oh boy. I wish I had my old ICQ blog back. That's one of my greatest regrets in life. This is the tragic irony. One of my greatest regrets is the fact that I deleted the blog and didn't archive it. Oh well. I had so much crazy shit there. Sigil Stone, more news coming in. Ozempic is making people go fucking blind. Yes, that is another report, by the way. Ozempic apparently can cause blindness, at least in some studies that have been released. Which is not necessarily ideal. Going blind in order to, I guess, lose weight or whatever the hell Ozempic is for. Probably not a good trade-off. C78. The CCP has the video. I mean, I'd get naked now, but most of you don't have magnifying glasses, so it wouldn't really be meaningful. Sometime maybe I'll make a sex video just for shits and giggles. Whatever. It'll need to be crowdfunded, though. It depends on how much I'm being paid for it. My sex video will be with a tree. I'm going to do the ecosexual thing. That'd be funny. Troll the leftoids by fucking a tree. And there's like a beehive in it. So, they sting my cock and then it actually gets like the normal size. I'm just joking about these things. Come on. Look at my username. Do you really think that I'm taking things seriously? But really, being like naked around other people doesn't bother me and stuff like that. It's just, everyone's got a body. Every dude has a dick. Every woman has a vagina. We all know this. We've all seen ourselves in the mirror. What's the goddamn big deal? I don't understand it. Green Text Pro. Not gonna lie, I made love to a tree before. Who cares? You know. Mounted patrolman. Sticks as high as fuck today. No, actually, I'm completely sober. I'm just being very, very forward about things. I've given up. There's no reason to hold back. The vape. Want to lose weight? Lay off the sugar. Good idea. Yeah, also the empty carbs like starches. It's okay to eat some like potatoes or rice or something like that once in a while, but keep the empty starches out of your life, generally speaking. And a little bit of sugar, like in your marinara sauce or something, that's perfectly fine. Maybe a dash in your tea. I personally don't use it. Other than that, there's no reason to use it at all. It doesn't have any purpose. Unless you're making a dessert, and those should be used sparingly. Whiskey Biscuit, got to admit, I'm digging the gothic vampire pirate look. Bring back the sunglasses, damn it. My sunglasses got damaged, actually. I'll be getting new ones later, actually. Monk fruit is better than sugar. Never had that. Johnny Trash, Razor Fist ripoff. No. When I first had the aviators on and stuff like that, I didn't even know that Razor Fist existed. Somebody brought him to my attention. This was right after the 2016 election, and my channel was sort of blowing up, and or right before it, rather. And I was dressing that way. And somebody brought up his existence. I'm like, I don't know who this is. Then I looked at his content, I'm like, oh yeah, this is my kind of guy. Because we had almost the same style to begin with. I had put the aviators on. I didn't even know that his channel was in existence. When I saw it, though, I was like, yeah, this dude is great. By the way, you should go to Rageaholic's channel and check out his Lincoln video. It's about an hour long. It's in, I think, 4 sections. It's one of the most fantastic things that he's made. It's one of the greatest things that I've seen on the internet. Razor Fist is definitely my brother from another mother, so to speak. There's a reason that our styles are similar. Molotulo, I drink unsweetened iced tea and lemon and lime water. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Stixia goes to Utrecht's Zanpad. Yeah, I don't really eat sugar. I don't eat sugary foods. I don't eat candy. I don't eat brownies. I don't eat cake. I don't eat pie. Like on my birthday, I didn't get a cake. Why? Because I'm not going to eat a slice of it, you know? Kilowatt, Razor Fist is a verbal assassin. Yes, absolutely. He's very rhetorically skilled. Razor Fist, Lionel Nation. I would say those are the others that would be very, very, yeah, you'd get crushed. But yeah, I don't eat sweets. I can't take sugary foods. I just don't like them. They don't taste good to me. A little bit of sugar to cut the acidity in like a marinara sauce is pretty much the only time that I use it, or a pinch in tea. Other than that, I don't really use sugar for anything. I don't like honey. I don't like molasses. Maple syrup, okay, as a Vermonter, that gets a pass, but I don't use very much of it. Little drizzle maybe on a couple of pancakes, but I don't really eat pancakes, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm going to go offline. We've gone for an hour and 15, longer than normal, actually, much longer. And yeah, I've got to do a little bit of news docketing for tomorrow. And probably get some food going at some point. Also got to go to the store briefly. So, yeah. Oh, Sigil, do you keep kicking something metal under your desk? Knock that shit off. Well, it's it's literally the desk itself. That's the problem. I can't stop kicking it unless I stop moving my feet. And I've got massive ADHD, so that's going to be a little bit difficult. I'm going to start clanking on your ass. I'm going to do that. That's about all. Peace out.